Hey, yo, what's up? This is Luke with Harmonica.com, and I'm here to do a review of the Special 20 made by Honer. And so it comes in this box. I'm going to go ahead and open up this box, and comes inside of this little plastic box, which is nice if you don't have any kind of case. I'm taking it out here, and let's go ahead and play this thing. All right, sounds good.
Sounds good for sure.
Yeah, this harmonica gets a 5 out of 5 stars on bending. It's really easy to bend both the blow notes up high and the draw notes down low, and it's easy to control on the notes that you have more than one note available for bending, like the 3 draw. It's really easy to control those bends down there. Bendability, 5 out of 5 stars. What about comfort? Well, we've got this plastic comb here as opposed to the marine band, which has a wood comb. We've got a plastic comb here. And so that's much more comfortable. It's really easy on the lips. You can play this things for hours and it's not going to hurt your lips, which is awesome. The only reason why I dock 1 star and give it a 4 out of 5 stars is the corners here are a little bit pointy for holding. So if you're holding it for 3 hours at a gig or something, you're going to start to feel those corners poke in on your hands a little bit. But other than that, super comfy for actually playing it. The reed plate, which is the part that's inside of the harmonica, which we can't see without taking off the cover plates, is actually sunk down into the plastic comb. It's not exposed. So there's no, like, you're not like feeling the edge of the reed plate like hurting your lips at all. This is a really comfortable harmonica to play. Again, I'm only docking at 1 point because of the sharp corners. Tone. This harmonica has a nice, dark, warm tone. Compared to other Honer harmonicas, the Marine Band, or especially the Crossover, which has a much brighter tone, the Special 20 has a much darker tone to it, which is pretty cool. So if you've been playing and you're like, my tone is too tinny or it's too bright, definitely it's going to be a good choice for you. Responsiveness. This thing is very responsive, 5 out of 5 stars. I play a note and instantly, as soon as I attack it, I hear it. And that's what I want out of harmonica, you know? It goes 0 to 60 real quick. So yeah, love the responsiveness of this harmonica. How about looks? I give it 2 stars for looks. I mean, it's a plastic comb. It looks kind of cheap. It's nothing much to look at. Plus the thing, you know, Honer, there's no label on the side or the front. There's no really visible label. There is one engraved onto the cover plate right here, but that's part of the reason why I'm giving it 2 out of 5 stars for looks. Is first of all, it's just not a sexy harmonica, and then second of all, why no key label that's obvious and easy for me to see on a gig? Sure, I could put a sticker or paint it, but ain't nobody got no time for that. Okay, so bendability, 5 out of 5 stars. Easy to bend. Comfort, 4 out of 5 stars. I just feel like some spark is missing from my life.
You sound awful. Just give up.
What am I doing? I should just quit. No, never give up. You got this. You just need a real quick beginner harmonica lesson, bro. Hey, I'm Luke with Harmonica.com, and I'm going to walk you through 7 steps to get you from total newbie to playing your first song. I'm going to show you 7 fundamental techniques you need to play harmonica and actually sound good. And along the way, I'll show you how to avoid common beginner mistakes so that you can impress your special someone.
Yeah, good luck with that.
One of the biggest mistakes for a beginner is just not picking the right harmonica. Look at your harmonica and make sure that it has 10 holes. If you've got a chromatic harmonica with a button on the side, that's the wrong harp, and I'll explain why in a second. If you've got a harmonica with more than 10 holes, that's probably a tremolo harmonica, wrong harp. And if the label on the harmonica says a letter other than C, that's the wrong harp. Some harmonicas have the key label here, and some harmonicas have the key label here. The 10-hole diatonic harmonica is the easiest and most fun harmonica to learn how to play, and we want the key of C because all beginner lessons are on C harmonicas. If you're super bummed right now because you have the wrong kind or the wrong is the evil here, and some harmonicas are other than C, that's the wrong harp. harp. Some harmonicas have the key label here, and some harmonicas have the key label here. The 10-hole diatonic harmonica is the easiest and most fun harmonica to learn how to play, and we want the key of C because all beginner lessons are on C harmonicas. If you're super bummed right now because you have the wrong kind or the wrong key harmonica, thankfully the harmonica is one of the cheapest instruments on the planet. Regarding brands, I would recommend something like a Lee Oscar or a Hohner Special 20 if you can afford like the $40 to $60 price range. These harps are great for beginners and pros alike. If you're on a tight budget, then the best cheap harmonica I found is the East Top 008K. It's about 20 bucks. If you get a super cheap harmonica like a Hohner Hot Metal, it's just gonna make you want to quit the best instrument in the world. One of these would be ideal. Even if you have the right harmonica, it won't do you any good if you don't know how to hold it. Now that you've got the right harp, make sure that hole number 1 is on the left and hole number 10 is on the right. Most harmonicas have numbers up here on the cover plate. If your harmonica doesn't have numbers, just play one side and the other, and the lower pitch should be on the left. Some people make a big deal about how to hold the harmonica, but at this point, it really doesn't matter as long as there's plenty of room for your lips. Some people feel that with 2 hands on the harmonica, you have more control moving it left to right. On the other hand, playing hunched over like this all the time isn't great posture. Here's the most common way to hold the harmonica. Make like a letter C with your hand, and then just put the harmonica there against the webbing right there, kind of snug. This is the most important thing I'm going to say about hand position. Hold it near the back of the harmonica so that there's plenty of room for your lips. So holding harmonica with one hand is great for your posture, plus it frees up another hand so you can walk the dog or send someone a text message or press like and subscribe to harmonica.com. It's this guy. If you do want to use 2 hands, here's how to get into the traditional 2-hand grip. Put the knife edge of your hands together. Slide your right pinky up 1 digit. Now fold the left hand down so you're looking at the C shape, and then fold down the right hand on top. And notice that the thumb is over here on the right side of the harmonica. Besides having control, another nice thing about the 2-handed grip is you can open and close this hand for what's called a hand walk. We'll come back to that later. But again, for right now, it's totally cool to just pinch it on the side with one or both hands. It really doesn't matter too much. What does matter are these 3 vital fundamentals. Breathing.
Wait, so first of all, let's answer the question. The question is whether I want to learn harmonica or not. So this is going straight to the lessons, which is not what I want to do now. To understand whether I want to learn harmonica, let's see what kind of things you can what kind of song you can sing with this. Harmonica gig.
Fragen Sie nach den wichtigsten Instrumenten des Blues und Sie werden zur Antwort meistern.
Blues ways. Damn, it's pretty cool. Okay, I'm sold. Say no more. So we don't need this anymore. Let's remove this. We don't need this. Up. Ah, fuck. I didn't. Oh my goodness. I didn't refresh this. Oh gosh. Well. Anyway, I was watching videos about harmonica and stuff. And yeah, I'm sold. So I'm gonna learn harmonica. And let's change the title. Let's change the title of today. Can I do that actually? I don't even know. On Twitch I can for sure. Here, live, edit. Okay. Let's put learning harmonica number 1. There you go. Yeah, let's do that. Right, and here can change this as well. Category. How do I change category? Music? Yeah, music. There you go. Let's go.
Mouth position and tone. And that all starts with body position.
I think I'm ready to rock.
Whoa, hold your horses.
What?
Your body position is all messed up. Playing with bad body position makes it hard to breathe, and when it comes to playing harmonica, breathing is everything. I'm gonna give you 2 tips you need to be able to breathe through your harmonica like a pro. The secret to breath control is deep diaphragmatic breathing. The diaphragm is the muscle down here in our lower belly that pulls our lungs down so that they can fill with air. Most people breathe shallow up here in the chest, but if you watch a baby, you'll notice when they breathe in, the belly goes out, and when they breathe out, the belly goes in. Tip number 1 is to stand or sit tall like there's a thread pulling up on the back of your head, and to look forward. Standing or sitting tall is going to create room for our diaphragm to move, and keeping our head face forward will keep our throat relaxed, which is going to give us great tone. And tip 2 is to practice deep diaphragmatic breathing by putting our hand on our lower belly and feeling it go out when we breathe in, and feeling it go in when we breathe out. And this is exactly how we want to breathe through our harmonica, in a controlled manner. A lot of beginners heave into their harmonica, but that kind of excessive force will cause reeds to choke so they don't make any sound, and over time it'll cause them to go out of tune and even break. We want to breathe continuously as if we were blowing on the flame of a candle, hard enough to move the flame, but not so hard that we blow it out.
Oops. Okay, ready for action.
Hang on, man, there's just one last thing to learn and then we'll start jamming, I promise. The last thing you need to know before we rock hard on the harmonica is the deep, relaxed mouth position. The key here is we want our lips to look like a duck, not like we're going to peck grandma's cheek. I'm going to give you 5 fail-safe tips to ensure that you have the proper mouth position on the harmonica in order to be badass. Tip 1, hold the harmonica on the side. You can go back to holding it however you want to after this exercise, but for this exercise, just hold it on the side. Tip 2, moisten and relax the lips. It's always nice to have a glass of water when you're playing harmonica. And you may need to use a little bit of lip balm if you live in a dry climate. It's not going to hurt the harmonica, just wipe it down with a soft cloth when you're done. Step 3, put the harmonica in your mouth and rotate the back of it up towards the ceiling so that the part inside your mouth goes deep into your lower lip. Step 4, look into a mirror or selfie mode on your phone and ensure that your top lip is deep over the cover plate. There you go. Great. Now, tip 5, and this is the most important one, reach down with your first finger and confirm that your bottom lip is untucked. If you have tense lips, you won't be able to pull that bottom lip down. Here's an alternate way you can get into the correct mouth position. Another name for the harmonica is the tin sandwich, so we can just take that name literally and bite on it. Then just pull the harmonica slightly away from your teeth and voila, you're in the correct mouth position. As long as the moist inner portion of your lips is touching the harmonica, you're in great shape and ready to start making music. And the best place to start is with simple chords.
Playing chords sounds easy. I can do that. No, maybe not. What's next?
There's basically just 2 chords on a harmonica. Blowing anywhere on the harmonica will produce a C chord, and drawing anywhere between holes 1 and 4 will play a G chord. If you want to know more about that theory stuff, you can check out my Chords for Beginners video. But our goal right now is just to breathe in and out through the harmonica, maintaining our diaphragmatic breathing and our deep relaxed mouth position. So we're going to breathe in and out through holes 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to breathe on 1, 2, and here's 1, 2, and 3. But it doesn't matter. Don't worry about if you're playing exactly the right holes. Again, we're just focused on breathing and mouth position. We're going to breathe in for 4 counts and then breathe out for 4 counts.
Or breathe in, breathe in. Okay.
The posture is tall, like there's a string pulling up on the back of our head. We've got a nice, deep, relaxed mouth position. Everything is relaxed in the throat and the jaw. Relax, nice and easy. And as we're breathing in through the harmonica, our belly is going out. And as we breathe out through the harmonica, our belly is going in. Now you're ready to take your chords to the next level with my drumsticks trick. Music is sound, and the sound of that sound is tone. So in step 6, we're going to learn how to shape the tone of the harmonica with the vowel shapes of our mouth, and I'm going to introduce you to the harmonica player's drumsticks. The reason I've shown you everything we've been through so far with posture, breathing, mouth position is all to facilitate good tone, so you're already on the right path. But now let's explore the artistic options we have available to us to shape tone. It's kind of the continuum. On the one side is like bass, rounder, warmer, fatter, duller. And then on the other side is treble, brighter, thinner, more shrill, ice pick sound. And over here, the darkest, roundest tone on the harmonica is accomplished with the vowel shapes or like book. And over here, the brighter side tones are the wider vowel shapes like E. So if I breathe in and say or versus if I breathe in and say E. Same thing out, or or E. Awesome, so that's something we can always explore. I just wanted to mention it here because I wish I'd known that on my first day of playing harmonica. And now we're gonna start getting into the exciting stuff. The harmonica player's drumsticks are ta and ka. Now you may have heard me in the past, I've said ta and ka, but I'm saying ta and ka because I like that rounder, warmer tone of The important thing here is ta, the tip of the tongue, is going against the back of the top of the teeth. Ta. You feel that? And then ka, the back of the tongue is going up against the hard palate of the roof of the mouth. K, k.
Using these articulations, we're going to take our breathing and turn it into an actual groove, a train imitation, which is the best technique builder for beginners. So we're going to start on the inhale. We're going to say taka, breathing in, and then taka, breathing out. Now, we're not actually going to vocalize. We're not going to say taka, but we're going to go like taka, taka. All right? Let's try it. Next, we're going to make these chords a bit shorter, so we're going to stop them. So we'll say tut, cut. Ready, go. And then from there, we can gradually increase our pace, like the train is picking up speed and getting faster and faster. Now, I've practiced this a lot, so I'm probably going to end up at a pace faster than you can play right now if today is your first day. So don't be discouraged about that, but I just kind of want to show you how this goes. Okay, you get...
What? Take it. Take it. Fuck, this is tough. On the spot is to say tutcut, 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 tutcut. It's tiring too. Okay, this is the fastest I can go.
And train with, but okay, you get the idea. I'm flexing there a little bit, but just to kind of show you how this goes. Now, what did I do there with the... That's the train whistle. So that's the other part of this that we want to do, and it's a lot of fun. And all we're doing is we're just drawing anywhere above holes 1 and 2. So there's 3 and 4. Here's 3, 4, and 5. We want it to sound as lonesome as possible. And a couple ways to do that. You might experiment with the articulation dwa. That kind of gives it a little bit of a bend. That kind of gives it a little bit of a bend. And then if you want to, going back to what we kind of talked about earlier with hand position at the beginning, we have the possibility of doing a hand wah. I kind of have my hands anchored down here at the palm, coming in and out. When it comes to any technique, if it sounds good and it feels good, it is good. So if you can get kind of an airtight chamber in any way on the harmonica to make it darker and then open it up to make it brighter, that's kind of what the hand wah is all about. Everything we've been through so far in this lesson, maintaining proper relaxation, breathing, posture, mouth position, it takes a lot of practice. That's why I make it a heavy focus in my beginner to boss course, where we start with 28 lessons playing chords before we even start worrying about single notes. If you're just getting started on harmonica and you're enjoying this lesson, then you might want to go check it out. I take you through all this stuff nice and slow, step by step, in a lot more detail in over 40 hours of lessons. You can check it out at harmonica.com.
Is that wanker plugging his course? Self-promoting YouTubers.
I also teach a ton of groove tricks in my course, but let me get you started with grooving right here, because the most important thing that separates the pros from the hacks is grooving with the band. And I'm going to show you 2 steps to make sure your playing is solidly groovy. Anytime you listen to music, there's a pulse you can bob your head to and tap your foot to. Feeling that pulse is step 1 to grooving with the band. If you play without feeling where that is, you'll play at weird times and it won't sound good. If you want to play along with this, remember step 1, you have to feel the pulse. Each one of these pulses is called a beat. So you can play a note that lasts 4 beats, and that's called a whole note. Or you could play a note that lasts 2 beats, which is called a half note. Or just 1 beat, which is called a quarter note. We could also play 2 notes on each beat. On each pulse, I could say taka, like we were doing on our train, and that's called 8th notes. So these are 2 different ways that you can approach practicing your train groove. You can start slow and get faster and faster, or you can put on some steady music and just practice grooving with the band.
Hey babe, that actually doesn't sound half bad. You're actually quite sexy when you play the harmonica.
Nice work. One thing you'll notice I haven't addressed is playing single notes. That's because if today's your first day playing harmonica, I wouldn't even worry about trying to play single notes. You've learned A1 techniques today, and it takes time to get these important fundamentals down. Now, to give you a little sneak peek into playing single notes, From the deep relaxed mouth position, all we're gonna do is draw the corners of our mouth closer together and allow our lips to go up and down. Relaxation is gonna be the key there, and so that's why really practicing relaxation is so important right from the very beginning. A lot of people think their draw two is broken because it sounds like this. It's not. If it sounds like a dying duck, here's the solution. Drop the jaw in a relaxed manner, keep everything very relaxed. Lower the back of the tongue like it is when you yawn, not up like when we were saying "ka," the opposite of that. Aw. But if today's your first day playing, there's a ton of great chordal songs you can learn, like Piano Man by Billy Joel. That's a great one, doesn't require any single notes, or Heart of Gold by Neil Young. That's another great one, you don't have to play any single notes. This instrument can transform your life, so don't ever quit. If you want to learn more like bluesy grooves and stuff like that, you can check out my 5 stupidly simple riffs. Keep on playing the harmonica and having fun. Never quit.
So, lessons. Don't tell me I need to buy that. I probably need to buy that. Fuck. All right, I'm gonna log off. I'm going to have dinner now. Maybe later I'll pick it up again, or I'll do some Chinese. Let's see. Thanks for tuning in, and I catch you next time.